Okay, camera a bit lower. Hello, hello. Who's joining us on this fine day? Delia, hello, my lovely lady. How's you? Hope you're well, my lovely. Donald, hello. Hope you're having a lovely afternoon. Sissy, Nigel, and Simon, hello, hello. Lynn, hello, my lovely. Joanne. Penny, hello, precious ones. Hope everybody's well. Vicky, hiya. Can I get a reading, please? You can, Vicky. I'll put you down for number 1. Just bear with me a sec, Vicky.
This is BBC News with the latest headlines for viewers.
Afternoon, Kevin, Samantha, Gemma, Rachel. Doing okay. Weather is crap. Not that I know, my lovely. It's shocking. Hope everybody's well this afternoon. Vicky Gapimides, number 1. Donald, you can. If people have already had readings, I'll take your names down, and but what I'll do is I'll try and get you if you've already had a reading, because then that way people that haven't had a reading, I can get to them as well. Donald, you're number 2, my lovely. Vicky's 1. Donald's number 2. Just pop your name in chat if you'd like a reading this afternoon. Hey, Kerry, said Gemma, said Penny, and Jean. Hello, hello, hello. Hope everybody's well this fine afternoon. Raining. Kerry, like 1. Kerry, you're number 3. Rachel, you can, my lovely.
I'm struggling with Facebook at the minute, so you're going to have to give me.
Samantha. Lynn. Joanne, would you like 1?
This is in the UK and around the world. I'm Sean Lay, and we're covering all the latest coronavirus developments both here and globally. Let's begin with unions representing doctors and nurses.
So I've got Vicky, Donald, then Kerry, then Rachel, then Samantha, then Lynn, and then Joanne. Alison, you can, my lovely.
Said the change could lead to some frontline staff.
2 more to go, so I shall leave them a minute unless anybody else pops in, and then I'll write them down. Elaine, you can.
Some hospitals could run out of the gowns used in the intensive care units this weekend.
But the thing is, I've not wrote nobody's surnames down. So, but you'll know who you are. Hopefully. So, how's everybody finding indoors today? Anybody been taking up any new hobbies? You can, Jean. And Jean, you're my number 10. So if anybody else pops in, I will see if I've got time at the end, and John will take your names down in a moment. For some reason, his iPad isn't working to get into chat. Gemma, you're eating. That's nothing new. Gemma loves the food like we all do. So, Vicky, could you give me a feeling? Oh, bless Lee. Sending you a big hug. I have got Jean down as number 10. Sending you a big hug and positive thoughts, Lynn, my lovely. Simon, everyone I missed. You're all right, Vanessa, my lovely. Washing day. Oh, dear. You know, I've been doing them diamond dot things. I've been doing crocheting. I've been reading. I've been trying to learn to draw. Not quite turning out right yet. Still stickmen coming in there. Yeah, I'm trying to see. I can see you, Vanessa, my lovely. But yes, all in all, it's been it's just funny times, peeps. It's just funny times. So, Vicky, could you give me a relevant number for you? When I say relevant, it can be a birthday, it can be a house number, it could be one of your child's ages, it could be your mum's age, and let me know what kind of reading you wanted. I do past, present, and future. I can just do future readings. I can do present day, and I'll turn my hand at anything. So just pop in chat what kind of reading you would like, my lovely. Afternoon, Simon. Hope you're well. Me, please. Lucy, I'll pop you on. I've got 10 already, but I'll pop you on, my lovely. And if I've got enough time, I will squeeze you in, my love.
And is in line with WHO and CDC guidance. There is a 24-hour NHS run.
Can anybody? I'm so sorry, my lovely Elaine. I've ordered a diamond dot. That's lovely. Try not to put any information in chat if you're having your cards read, because otherwise, I might have brought a gentleman through on cards, and it just sort of like, I'd rather not have any information. I'm so sorry for your loss, my lovely, and I'm sending you big hugs. It is full Gemma at minute. I've got an extra one, Lucy, to do if I've got time. And I will try and fit in as many as I can. So a future reading for Jean. Right, no worries, Jean. I'm just waiting for Vicky to give me hers first. I know it's raining here. It's absolutely horrendous. But in a way, it stops people going out, so that's a good thing. Vicky, are you still in chat, my lovely? There she goes, number 8. What kind of reading are we having, Vicky? Hiya, Scots, my lovely. Nice to see you up in the afternoon. John Dadbear, are you okay?
Yes, I am. Fine, thank you.
He is now. I've beat him. I've whipped him into shape this morning. He's gone to shops.
Professor Sir John Bell said human trials and potential vaccine began at Oxford University on Thursday. He said that by the end of
just a normal one, past, present, and future, then, Vix. I've got no problems reading for anybody, but please, if you're from a certain channel or a channel that dislikes me, please don't just come in to say, no, it's a load of rubbish, because you are taking a reading from somebody else that is wanting a reading and is going to be genuine about how it goes. So just bear that in mind. If anybody's wanting a reading, don't just come in just to go on to somewhere else and say, hey, it's rubbish and it's fake, because that's not fair to those that really do want a reading. So it's past, present, and future, and it was number 8.
No. Stay there. Come here. Come here. Lay down there.
So, Vicky, my lovely. I know, I can't believe it's past 3 o'clock. So, for your past card, you've got the Ace of Wands, so I'm just looking what stands out to me first on this card. I'm not sure whether you actually either moved about a bit or there was quite a bit of upheaval around you, let's say. Only reason I say you'd move a bit is because you've got the bird behind you, which is the owl, which to me shows you that you're in flight mode. And because this is going back to your past, but I do feel that you did get settled, but I think it took you a while to finally settle yourself where you actually felt quite happy and content. I also, and again with this card, I do feel a spiritual, not necessarily connection, but maybe people around you would have had a stronger belief in their religions also, I think, because to me, I always see religion in this card. Well, just depends. But I do feel that there is quite a lot of religious background to either those around you, not necessarily you, because you're like sat above it. So I'm not sure whether it wasn't the path you wanted to go down in that sort of religion. But I also see you're holding a stick. So for me, your stick's a protection. So I feel like you're protecting yourself. So something in the past you felt like you needed to put like a barrier up against you and the world kind of thing. Now see what it says on your next few cards. But whoever this was, or whatever the situation was where you found you needed to put a barrier up, I'm going to say it really affected your head, because you've got this wave that's going through your head and into the clouds. So I think this was really significant for you in your past, and it maybe changed either the path you were supposed to go down, or it changed like a relationship kind of thing, because like I said, you've got that. So, but apart from that, you as a person, I would say, is quite an open person, because your arms are spread on these. So it's not like you hide anything. You've not got hardly any negative energy around you. Which doesn't say you've had a great upbringing or the best upbringing or a shitty upbringing. It just means that you actually had no negative energies around you. You were protected. But maybe at times you felt you were protected a little too much as well, just because you like sitting into the bird, and the bird's feathers are coming round you. So I'm not sure whether there was somebody that was really overprotective over you, and I'm not sure whether that person connects to this barrier that you've put up, and this is where it sort of like changed the way you think and everything else, because you can see your trail of thought going off. The future card. So this future card says that there's a change coming up for you now. You're about to embark on a different path. You're not quite sure whether to, because on this card, it does show that you've got a lot of, you're carrying weight from the past. You're carrying weight from around you. You've also missed out on quite a few opportunities. So I'm not sure whether these opportunities were missed because of this situation back here. But you're definitely ready for a change. Now you've got a bird flying, so I'm not sure whether that it's going to be it could be a change in direction on where you're going work-wise. It could be a change in direction on a move, because there's definitely a crossing of water, and to me that just means a change. But you are ready to release that baggage. That baggage has got to be released before you can cross over, because if you need to really try and sort out and talk to somebody about all this weight around your shoulders, because this is just going to drag you down. So even when you go across this bridge, nothing's going to change, because you've got to drop all that before you can like step over into a new direction. I do feel like you're being watched by certain people, and they are like watching you from above. These flower heads look like faces. So I do feel like that your judgment has been put in place, possibly by others. And you've got a rabbit as a friend. So this means that you're not going to go on this journey alone. But I think this could be more of a spiritual journey that you're going to be going down. Because like I said, there's a lot of energies back there with you as well. But it's definitely a new path that you're going to be crossing. Your next card, you've got the Knight of Pentacles. And as you can see in this card, which would be your future card, this one you can see all that baggage has dropped from your back. So until you've learned to drop. There's nothing's going to change for you. You've got to get rid of all this for changes to come in, because these are stopping you. But in the future, you're going to have released all of what's bothering you and all the baggage that you're bringing from behind. But there's just going to be one thing left for you to release before you can actually get on the horse and move away from a certain situation or a certain person. Now, you've still got your staff with you here, which your staff is back there as well. So I do feel again that you are like putting a protection mode up against yourself. You're still a very open person. So your personality has not changed over time, but the situations around you have changed. And where back then, when in your past, you didn't have any baggage, you've accumulated baggage up to this point. And your future cards, it's like I said, you're at this bridge now. So you need to release all that negative, all that whatever's built up. And like I said, there's going to be one thing you've got to really let go of. I'm not sure what this one thing is because I can't see it in cards, but there's got to be one thing that you've got to let go of, because behind you here, you've got the horse waiting to fly, which means that once you've dropped that and release that negative energy, then you can get on and you can move yourself out of a situation. And then you've got the, I can't pronounce that one, Hierophant or whatever you call the card. Pardon? Elephant. And then you can see you've got the Tree of Life. The Tree of Life symbols a new journey coming up. So there's definitely something new coming up for you. You are going to be leaving certain friends and groups behind, because you're now going above and beyond them, if you know what I mean. But it is definitely a start of a new journey, and it's all positive because you've got the light around you. So it's something that's is part of all this journey, but you're still rooted to ground, and I think it's these you need to get away from, just because I think these could be part of the negative energy that you've got around you. But like I said, I think these are more from the past rather than the future or whatever. But yeah, it's got something to do with them, my lovely. So just release all that you're carrying. Don't carry weight for others. It's focusing on yourself. I hope that is all right for you, my lovely, and it makes sense. Next. Donald, my lovely, can I have a...
Past, present and future, but you need a number.
Oh, past, present and future. And can I have a number, Donald, my lovely? You're welcome, Vicky. Like I say, I hope it makes sense, or you can take something away from the cards. 21. So Donald, for your past, you've got 2 of Cups. So I'm not sure, and I know I don't want this to sound negative in any way, because again, it could just be a protection thing. But I do think that I do think that going back into your past, the roots was strong, but you've got roots straggling. So I'm not sure how strong a connection there actually was with the family, because you've got quite a lot of roots coming off and a lot of separations coming in. Oh, sorry, a lot of separations coming in. It's very hard to see card, you know. You've got a lot of roots separating from the ground, if you know what I mean. So I'm not sure whether some of you were close, some of you wasn't. And also, this could be you that's like sat below these 2. And I feel at times, again, you were sort of like cocooned into situations that you wanted to escape, but for whatever reason you couldn't, and you were like drawn back in to certain things. I'm not sure whether see what I saw when I looked at this. I saw a bit like what my my nana were, and I mean, God bless my nana, she's passed, but my nana were like really strict with the kids. She like the kids had a really strict upbringing, and I'm not sure whether you had that kind of strict upbringing, but there was also somebody else with you. But you're both showing animal signs. So I'm not sure whether this affected the both of you together. But it's as though the adults are celebrating, but you're not, because you're not all celebrating things together. And that's what I mean, where I think there's like a split or a difference where family roots aren't strong. Because it's like the adults are celebrating, but the children are like not involved in that celebration. I don't know if that makes sense to you, Donald, but that's what I'm feeling. But I do feel that these two here was very protected, because you've got the flowers and the trees. So for me, I think there's more there's good energies around these two, and a lot of protection coming in, maybe from spirit side. But definitely, I mean, there was definitely love in here. But in the past, I just feel like that the adults celebrated more and separately from children. So I'm not sure what that symbolizes for you. But like I said, there were definitely splits in family, because the family tree isn't grounded. You've got them all coming off on different ways. You've also got two that leave the nest. So I'm not sure whether you actually whether siblings left you, or you got out of the situation, one before the other, because one's a bigger bird than the other one. But that's what I'm seeing in that card, Donald. Now where I'm seeing you is, at the minute, I think spirituality may have been around you as a child, like I just said. And the spirit energies were around you, because I'm feeling the spirit energy is quite strong with you now in this card. It's very arty-farty card, as I call it, but to me it's like a spiritual journey. It's like you're learning different things from the spiritual side of things, and it's again with spirit, we like spirituality and like engaging with spirits. It's like a constant learning. It's not something that you can just learn and stop, Donald. I think it's something that you have to continue doing, and that's where I feel you are. There is going to be something that you're not sure whether to go forward for, but the similar animal to this one is in your first card. So your animal energy, your spirit animal, or whatever this one is enticing you to take that step and move forward. So there's a decision you've got to make now regarding something to do with your spirituality or your religion or your beliefs. But your animal spirit's there saying, yeah, it's okay, take that risk and step over. But there's definite changes coming in, but you're definitely on that spiritual journey. Your future card, it shows me the Ace of Cups. And again, that rabbit person's with you there. So I think going back here, I'm going to go back to this card, because I can see the rabbit in this card, and I can also see a cat. So I'm not sure whether you've had a child spirit round you or an animal spirit, because I always say that this rabbit here represents a spirit, a child. So I'm not sure whether you've had a child spirit energy around you from being little, that's also been with you now, and it's like they're also with you there. It's like this person's been with you, or this energy's been with you from being little. So I think that connection's been there all along. But on this card, again, it's like drawing you through. I think coming up there may be a few not difficult times, but maybe an emotional time coming through. But your rabbit's there, and it's like saying just keep pushing through. So whatever comes up in the future, just keep pushing through, because you're going in the right direction. You've got a celebratory cup in your hand, which celebrates 5 things. So I'm not sure what the 5 things are, whether that's to do with the journey that you're on, that you're looking into 5 different things, or there's 5 celebrations coming up around you. But you're also giving back. You're giving back to you're like giving back to Mother Earth, if that makes sense to your brain. I'm not sure, but definitely keep pushing forward. Even in future, when you think times are hard, you're not, because your animal spirit stood there, and it's like saying, no, keep pushing, I'm here waiting for you. So that's for you, Brian. That's what I get off your cards, my lovely. Move my comments down now, because I can't see my comments. Can you do it for me? I'm a nightmare with computers. We've got next.
Kerry Sutcliffe, present, and 10.
Kerry, present, and
10.
number 10.
But I don't know if it was on what, whether on Facebook or.
Kerry, are you in chat, my lovely? You're welcome, Donald, my lovely. Kerry, are you still in with us?
I've just like I've come off, so not
She's here, look.
I mean, so somebody put a.
What?
I ain't got a Sharon on list. I think we call Sharon put something.
I ain't got a shower out list unless they go on afterwards, and if I can get to them. So around you now is I'm covering that up because I don't like reading them first. So you can see your card there, my lovely. So around you now, I'm going to say there is different opportunities coming up. And these opportunities are going to, one of them's going to lead you down a brand new path, but it's quite shaded here. So it's like, I'm not sure whether you're wanting to do this. Now, you've got like a beam of light coming from your hand, which to me is you're like stopping yourself from stepping into that ring. If you can, I'm going to have to put the light on, Doc. I can't see cards. Into stepping into that ring. It's like you're holding yourself back because you've got like Spider-Man things coming from your hand, you know, you like your webs to like stop you from falling. So I'm not sure at the minute if there's something around you that's making you feel like you're falling, or you're getting into you're falling deeper into something, but you're like stopping yourself. So I'm not sure whether this is an opportunity. I think this may be, there's a fear around you at the minute. There's something that's bothering you, and it's like you're scared of an outcome that's on a choice or a decision on something that's with you now. I can't word it right. Right, you can see this. It's like, to me, it's like a hole with no bottom, and you're sort of like stopping yourself falling down this hole. Now, I'm not sure. I'm going to say I'm not sure whether you've got a bit of depression going on, but your card doesn't show depression. Because your card's got these like lights coming in at the top. So to me, that's not a depression. But you're definitely fearful of something at the minute. So just be quite aware. Just be aware, because what these lights are saying is don't be scared. So don't be scared of whatever this is, because it's a good thing to happen, but it is going to be a major change for you. But this is something you already know. And it's like really, really, you're just holding yourself back. You need to let yourself go and try whatever this is, because it is going to be a good thing, but you can't do it till you're ready. But once you're ready, let go and take that chance, because it is going to lead on to a lot of good things. Now, this card, you've got the Two of Summer. And this card is a gentleman proposing to a lady. So I am going to say that there is a celebration coming up. But I'm not sure, till I turn your next card over, I'm not sure whether this is a proposal for you or a proposal around you. Because, see, I see rough waters ahead, behind you there. So I'm not sure whether these rough waters... Oh, thank you. I'm not sure whether the rough waters behind you is to do with this, what's going off here. And it's more a relationship and you holding yourself from stopping yourself from going. Maybe because you had troubled times in the past with your partner or with somebody in Pacific, if that's the word. Yeah. But I think at the minute there's something around a relationship that you're holding yourself back from, and I'm not sure whether it's probably might be because you've been hurt in the past. But this letting go, it's gonna allow you to bring more goodness in if you understand that, my lovely. Your next card, you've got the Prince of Autumn. And again, I feel that you're very protective and you're protective over yourself. So whatever's happened to you in your past is something that you feel the need to put that protection up because you've got it lit at this end. But you're like standing on the leaf. So you're like ready to move. You're going to be ready to move into this new relationship or this new friendship that's coming up. But you're still holding on to a little bit of the past. And all I can say for that is leopards don't change the spots, I know, but even though we may have been hurt by somebody or a friend or whoever it is in his past, when we meet new people in life, we can't judge them by the old people that we've had around us, because what we do then is we end up pushing good people away from us. But yeah, just try and focus on letting go of the past and like allowing this person, whether it's a friendship that's coming up or a relationship, because again, like I said, I can see there's been trouble behind you, but I think that's more on this card. And I think that's why I think you might have been hurt once or twice by a friendship or a relationship. But as you start moving forward with this person, you're still going to have that, like I said, that lit light towards the past, but look how far down it's come down your stick. It's like right at the bottom. So I do think you will let it go. But it's like I said, it's not going to, it doesn't do anybody any good. Holding on to the past, we have to let go of his past and realize not every person's the same as other people that we've had in his lives. I hope that's okay for you, my lovely. Next, we've got
Rachel, but I don't know.
Rachel, my lovely.
I don't know if it's Rachel.
Lindsay, you need to give John a manicure. I know he needs to give me one. Have you seen the state of my nails?
You need John to give you a manicure.
I can't. Do you know, I put my nail varnish on.
Right. It says John.
I know. I put my nail varnish on, but you know, because I'm stuck in house, I sit and I like picking it off.
Is it Rachel Natalie Cromer?
It is.
Past, present and future, number 18.
Marvellous. Which cards do I go with? I'll do these ones. So, my lovely, in your past, I don't think you took things quite seriously. I think you sort of like nothing but. I think you were a bit like my kind of character, where nothing seemed to bother you, and you was quite a free spirit, let's say. I'm not going to say party girl, but a little bit of a party girl, maybe. But you were very young, and you were very free. to be who you was. You knew who you was from a young age, and I believe that you never changed who you was because you always knew. You've got that strong personality about yourself. Again, you're wearing a witch's hat on this one, so I'm not sure from a young age whether you was interested in the witches, or you've got some sort of connection to the witches. But I'm going to say that that's like, remember when we were little? I mean, Sabrina the Teenage Witch, was she on when I were little? I think she were, but also that other one, what do you call her that used to twitch her nose? Bewitched. I used to love watching Bewitched when I were a kid. And I've always been, from watching Bewitched, I was like, I want to be a witch, kind of thing, where I can just twinkle my nose and make things happen. And it's like, I feel that's kind of what you used to think about too, because you've got, like I say, you've got your witch's hat on. You've also got a strong, you also could lean on friends. So I'm going to say you had quite some good friends around you, because you could also lean on them when you needed to. And I feel that they could lean on you when they needed to. But again, you've got a protection up as well. My protection for me come from loss of my dad. So I'm not sure what this protection's from, but there's definitely something, and it's not a relationship protection. This is more something that happened when you were little, that you needed to like put a guard up. So like for me, it was a relationship for me, because my dad passed when I was young. It was like I put a block on, every man's going to walk away from me anyway, kind of thing. And I'm not sure whether that's the kind of block, I mean, that you're putting on, what you're putting, holding that stick for, because it is only coming down towards your head and your heart. So to me, there's definitely been a loss there that you've connected with, and it's really, really made you feel that way, kind of thing. Your next card, you've got the Justice card. Again, you've got that sword in position. But the Justice card for me tells me that you've achieved everything you've wanted to achieve. I think you've achieved it. But this card also stands out to me for spiritualism as well, for pagan beliefs, for that kind of energy, if you know what I'm like, Mother Earth kind of that kind of thing. So again, I'm going to say with you, I think you've got a lot of spiritual growing to do, and learning, if you haven't already. And I'm not sure whether you're a card reader of some sort as for yourself, because you've definitely got that that going on in your card. But also what I see is you've still got that sword, and the sword's similar to what that one is. So whatever hurt you in the past, in your heart and the mind, it still affects you now, because you've still got that defense sword up. So you're still like protecting your heart and your head, which, if it was a similar situation for me, I can totally understand where you are with that situation. Just be careful just where you're walking, because as you're walking through, you've got like octopus arms coming out at your legs. So I'm not sure whether you're struggling with your legs, like your leg part at the bottom, or there's issues around your legs just because of the octopus legs coming up. It's like the octopus legs are coming up and they're like supporting you. So I'm not sure whether there's any issues going off around your leg wise. And plus your legs are quite open there and covered there. So again, I'm not sure whether there's something, some issues kind of around you with your legs, my lovely. Your last card, you've got the Eight of Swords. Now, again, with this card, I'm not sure whether what's going off around your leg is going to be a big change for you, because in this one, you've got like your hands are trapped. And I think what that is, I think with whatever changes are going on here, you need to really work through them and don't let it get you down, kind of way, because it's gonna this whatever this is that's happening is gonna have effect on you in the future if you don't sort it now. Because in the future I can see you again. It's like I'm looking at myself where I had when my back and my legs wet and everything else. It was like so life-changing that I hit depression first, and it's very hard to come out of. And I feel that that's the way you're heading. So whatever this issue is that you've got going off, message family, friends, whoever it is that you need to talk to, and just talk to them and let them know what's going off. I do feel in this card though there's 3 hearts, so there's 3. I think you've got 3 people very close to you that are willing to that you know that you could talk to around you. But like I say, in this card, all your swords have got all things. So to me, that's a sign of depression coming in. But I do think that's only going to come in if you let this get on top of you now, because it doesn't need to get on top of you. Whatever it is around you, my lovely. So I hope that makes some sense for you, and let me know, my sweet.
Rachel,
I do excuse me nails as well. That were Rachel, yeah.
Samantha Keeling, past,
Samantha,
present, future, and 5.
Past, present, and future, and 5.
Just make sure she's still in chat.
Yeah, Samantha, are you still in chat, my lovely? I know Tom Gully's on. I can't help it. I'm doing my cards. I hope you're all right, Bill, my love. We're on as soon as we can. Zoe, you just have to come in right at the beginning, my lovely. I'll take 10 names when I'm in. Who's reading? I forgot name who I'm reading for. Samantha, she's here. I know I'll paint my nails. I can't help it. I'm trying to pick it off and it won't come off. I'm a cowbag. I paint my nails just to sit and pick it off because I find it relaxing.
Past, present, future, number 5.
Number 5. So, my lovely, so your past card. Looking at this, I feel that you were sort of like held back from maybe filling your potentials when you were younger. But I'm not sure whether you're one of the 2 or the one who's actually trapped up the top. So I'm not sure whether you felt differently, like you were the middle child or you were the eldest, and the younger one seemed to get away with everything. You're stuck. You're like being held. You got the blame for it, and it's like that's how I feel you were. I felt that you were one of them that like maybe stood back and watched everybody else enjoy themselves because you didn't feel part of it. But this lady here, I don't think this lady is the one that's like holding you back. She's like holding the light up for you to go to her. So I'm not sure whether they were a lady figure. It could have even been a man, because just because it symbolizes a woman in this, it doesn't make no difference. But I do feel that that's you up there, and you feel so that people didn't quite understand you, and you felt like isolated at times. And it's like everybody else could get on with their life and enjoy themselves, but you were sort of like, again, you were like held back. This person here, though, is offering that help. So I'll see whether you took their route of help. But she's also holding on to somebody else. So there's 2 people coming in to try and help you. Understand things around you that you felt that you were slightly different from, maybe. But you'd also got once this lady brought you down, there was an opportunity and a new opening to a door. So I do believe that you come down from that, and I do believe that you went through that door. Because on the other side of that door is something completely different. So I'm not sure whether that's a symbol for like entering your mind kind of thing with this lady, or whether this is actually a turning point for you and you reached out and went through that door, my love. Your next card you've got, and this is where you are now. So I do believe that you went through that door. And I feel at the minute that there's so much happening around you now. It's like you don't get a breath at times. But again, I still feel, because normally when I look at this card, I look at these two, but I didn't. I looked at this person up here, and this person is still feeling invisible to others. So I'm not sure whether at times you still feel really isolated or not part of. You're still like trying to find who you are. I think it's not that you're not part of anything, because we're all part of something. But maybe it's just that I don't know if you're a quiet person and that's why you're hiding in the background, but it's like you're hiding in the background. It's like you're scared to come out, but there's so many opportunities around you. And the two people that was back there on this card, they've both come into view now, and they're both there to help and support you. So I'm not sure whether these are friends from the past or it could be family from the past, but they're definitely there, and they are trying to bring you down and get you and let you know that you're not on your own at any time. But there is so much going off around you at the minute that I think I'd feel invisible. But definitely reach out to these two, because you know who these two people are, because they're from your past. So reach out to these two, because they're there. They're definitely going to support you and acknowledge you, and I think they'll help you grow as well. Your last card is the Hermit card. Now, the Hermit card is the beginning of a journey. So I think for your future, these two people down here are going to show you a brand new path, a new beginning to whatever this has been for you, whether it's been quiet and coming out your shell, whether it stops you from feeling invisible, whatever it is. But there's definitely a new journey coming up for you, and the new journey is the start of like your own growth of who you are. And what it reads on these cards is the good you do comes back to you, and the unexpected inflow of money, borrowing wisely or repaying a debt. Well, that makes no sense to what I've just read, but it might make sense to you. Take steps to ensure the financial security of your children or loved ones, making wise investments or planning for retirement, honoring family traditions in that one. And the Hermit says, find or be a mentor, take a break from society, a commitment to your spiritual growth. But just look at, like I said, just reach out to the two that have been there to support you from when you were younger to where you are now, because they're definitely going to put you on a new path for the future, my lovely. So I hope they make sense for you. We've got next.
Nyland's next, future and 7. Joanne wants to know, my girl wants to know how old you have to be to have a reading.
How old is she? 7?
I don't know. Oh, Nanny Lynn wants future reading and number 7.
Right.
But Joanne Needham says, my girl wants to know how old you have to be to have a reading.
I don't know. I won't like to say a young age, I think, because they don't really need it. They're only experiencing life, aren't they?
Nanny Lynn's in, definitely, because she's just...
I know, Nanny Lynn's in.
Number.
And what number?
7.
And what were Nanny Lynn's?
Future. And Nanny Lynn says hello.
Hello. I'm not going to use them cards for Nanny Lynn. I'm going to use me.
Oh, she's 15.
Yeah, 15 would be all right.
Yeah, 15, yeah.
As long as it's just like what's happening round her now, she should be okay. I won't go into in depth anyway. I just might be to do with exams and stuff like that. But oh, Nanny Lynn, High Priestess card first. So from the past, I'm going to say that you worked hard from the past, just because you're holding the book and the book. And I know that you're a spiritual person, so I'm going to try not to go down the spiritual route, Nanny Lynn, just because I want to try and keep it separate from that. But you sort of like had your head in a book. You really learned from a child. And I think this learning from a child is something that you've always done. I do believe, though, that these pages of the book was passed down to you through another member of the family. And it was like they're reading to you, and they're what can you call it? They're not their thoughts are portrayed onto you. What do you call it, John?
Mm-hmm.
When somebody's there to teach you. I think this lady were more of a teacher in this card. I think they were a lady, or a person. There was a person who actually helped you quite a lot when you were little. And I do feel this lady had a really strong character. But I think
Future reading, don't you?
what?
Future reading.
Oh, is it future reading? Oh, I thought it were past.
No, I just didn't say to your future.
All right. Well, I'm still going to go with this lady then. Well, this lady, sorry, Nanny Lynn, this lady for me then, I played a big part in you from past. Because she's got the book and she's learning it. So to me, you're still the learning side to everything is a big thing for you. But I feel that this lady or this person has had a big connection to you. Oh, you fucking animal! Has had a good connection to you from being young, like your mentor kind of thing. Then, because that's what I'm seeing her in this card. I'm going to leave that one. There we are.
Come on, out! Hey!
So, Nanny Lynn, at the minute, I do feel get out now. She's going to attack me, postman. I'll just wait a minute before I do read him, because that dog's just so mad. She'll just bite me, postman. You're going out on garden. Get outside. I bet they're my new cards, aren't they? Bugger. So, Nanny Lynn, I do feel at the minute with this card that there's 3 things around you now that are worrying to you. Because you've got you've got a defense up, but you're defending from 3. So I'm not sure whether there's 3 people that are around you that you feel that you're having to like defend yourself from or put a protection up against. But it's like this bear's got to symbolize somebody or something. But because I don't, in fact, I'm going to change that. There's 3 things round. There's 3 people round you. Now, these are like these are melting sword. So I think that you've got three new people coming round you, and you're not 100% sure on these 3 new people coming in around you. And they're going to come in at different times. So I feel first one's going to come in, then the second one's going to come in, and then the third one's going to come in a little bit after. But there's something about some of their energies that you're not 100% sold on, because you have got them like ice ones up and ice ones are cold. So you definitely got a protection going off on there yourself. So just watch out for these three that are going to come in, because I'm not saying that they're not good people. I'm not going to say they're bad people, but I think you can sense their energy, and you're not 100% sure on their intentions. I think it's more their intentions. But I do think that you're going to go down a different path, because I think the gentleman behind you, he's more stood as a protection to you. So he's good. So I think he's going to be the one that takes you down a different path. But you know, I don't like saying it's somebody passed in spirit, but I'm not, again, I don't know whether this gentleman is passed in spirit, but he's going to lead you down the path. There's definitely a turning path coming in for you. But there's like three people that are going to have not the right energies and maybe not the right people to go down this new pathways. But I do feel that this gentleman behind you is a protector. Now on this card, Nanny Lynn, I'm not sure whether the path this gentleman's going to take you out of, that's coming in or guiding you to go down. Two of the people that out of these three are going to come with you, because they're the two that are lit up there, and it's like you've bonded and you've gelled with these two people, or you're going to bond and gel with these two people that are coming in. But it's like this gentleman's seeing you through a rough time, and you're going to come out of this rough time. I'm not sure if that gentleman's connected to that lady. I'm not sure whether there's a connection to them two, Nanny Lynn, when I've looked at cards while they're all down. He's very significant, though. But it's like, what I'm getting at, it's like she's saying to you, you know where you come from, you know what you're doing. He's like round your, giving you that protection and guidance, and like telling you you've got to be aware. But he's also going to lead you on to like a more fruitful, like a new beginning type thing. Not a new beginning, it's wrong word for new beginning, but like a brighter side to where you are here, because you're out in cold, and this is like you're going into warmth, and it's like he's going to guide you. But two people are going to be going on this with you. Now, could the two people resemble that? I'm not sure, but there's definitely two people coming, going to be moving into this new you kind of thing. And then you've got the autumn card. So I think what I think at the minute, Nanny Lynn, I think there's something to do with this lady and gentleman from your past. And like I said, the message from her is remember where you're from. And he's, like I said, he's protecting, and he's going to get you through this dark time into this time. But then the two people that are going to come through with you are going to be like your inspiration. You're like jump back into life, if that makes sense, Nanny Lynn. It's like a new lease of life that these two people are going to give you. So I'm not sure what that's referring to. But that's what I'm getting off cards at minute, Nanny Lynn. I hope that makes sense to you, because that it's not making sense to me. But then I don't understand myself anyway. Who have we got next?
Joanne need past, present and future, but I ain't got a number.
Joanne?
She might have given me a number.
Can you give me a number, my lovely?
But I've missed it.
Oh, bless Nanny Lynn. Is Joanne still with us? No worries, Rhoda. Oh, bless. Thank you, Nanny Lynn.
She was a minute ago.
Joanne, number 9.
what it doing now.
Let's have a look at my new cards then.
Excited.
Are there? Ooh, my new cards just arrived. Can't use them because I've not blessed them. Excited. Right, my lovely Joanne. I think in the past you was like unaware of certain things around you because you're actually wearing a blindfold in the card. Again, you've got your swords in defense, but you've also got like skeletons round the bottom of you. And you've got two people like hidden in well, it's like a skirt, but there's like two people hidden below. But it's like you've got so much going off in your head that you thought by closing your eyes it'd all go away. It'd all just sort itself out. And there's like a mirror behind you, and I feel as though you don't turn around and look in the mirror, because if you turn around and look in the mirror, you've got to face up to things that you possibly didn't want to face up to at the time. There were two, even though these swords are for protection, I'm not sure whether these two swords are for these two people down here, where I think these two possibly could not have been good for you, maybe bad influences on you, as we say, because like I said, they're sort of like lurking in the bottom and you're quite higher than them. But I think at times you weren't true to yourself. I think, no, I'm not going to say a people pleaser, but I think you sort of like just fit in anywhere. You just sort of fitted in where it seemed fit. But I think you just buried things instead of being open and talking about things. I don't know whether you were brought up that way, where you just don't talk about things and things get swept under carpet. But it like, you swept everything under carpet till it built up. And like I said, it's like you didn't like the person you were turning into, because you've got the mirror and you don't face the mirror. So to me, you don't face the things around you. You like, just like when you like walk blindfolded kind of thing. If that makes sense to you, my lovely. Your next card, again, your Five of Cups, which is now. I still feel that you're very... I think you've still got your eyes closed, even though all the mush has gone from your head from the past. You're still very, very cloaked off, and I think all this had a big effect on you. You've also, there's missed opportunities around you because you need to open your eyes to things that are going off around you still. I'm not sure if that's what, if you're one of these that thinks like, oh, well, if it's out of mind, it don't matter kind of thing. Or the fact that you're not one of these like that knows everybody's business and everybody's goings on. But it's like, you need to lift that cloak off your head. And you need to look around you, because there's so much happening around you that you're missing out on. You've got like somebody down here that's trying to play ball with you. So I think this person here is coming in, but because you're not looking, you're missing out on so much. But you see these trees in your background on first card, them trees are still coming in and are attached to your back. So whatever it was that's affected you, it could have been, and when I go for past, it doesn't necessarily mean when you're little, it could mean anything up till yesterday. But there's definitely something here that's happened that I'm going to say it changed you, because again, like I said, it's like you're walking and you're just oblivious to what's going on around you. And I'm not sure why you're feeling that way, or what that has to do with. But there's two celebrations coming up around you. You are aware of them. It's not that you're going to miss them. You are aware of them, but it's like there's no celebration coming out of them either. And they're on wings. So, but there's definitely two celebrations coming up around you. But like I said, you are aware of these. but they don't look like celebration type cups, if you know what I mean. They're the celebration type cups that are on the floor, which I think that you've got a lot going off. And even though your head's not full like it was there, if you look on back of your head, you can actually see you've still got some things going on. And I think at the minute, I think you need to focus on you and give yourself some self-loving. I'm going to put that card back, healing card. And I'm going to check 8 from healing card because that were a number, weren't it? But I think at the minute you need to focus on you. I think you need to pamper yourself, love yourself, and lower the hood. It's like you've took your mask off, but you're not ready yet to like be who you are. And again, I'm not sure whether there's a depression that comes in around you that you struggle with on and off. But you really do need to open up and talk to somebody. Now, your first healing card is your soulmate card. Now, for me, this isn't about a soulmate for meeting somebody. To me, this is more self-love. And this shadow behind you is like you have. It's like the other part of you that needs to like love yourself a bit more, give yourself more credit than you do, and show yourself off because you're a beautiful person, and don't hide away behind this, but that self-love needs to come in, and that's what that card's showing you. And again, the have faith card. Now, just because that has faith, that doesn't mean that you've got to start believing in God or you've got to start believing in anything. The have faith for me is the belief in yourself. And again, it's just mixing in perfect with these two cards, because it's just mixing in perfect. It's more, these cards are more to do with how you feel about you, and you showing yourself more love, opening yourself up. But it's more love thyself kind of card, because you deserve to love yourself, my lovely. No matter what's gone off in your past, you need to love you. And that's where this whole healing process starts. A child's love. A love between parent and child is one of the most precious and deep connections we make during our earth time. Children start at the part of us, and from their first cries, they establish themselves as a bigger part of our hearts. So for me, with child's love, that's like saying letting your child, it's like allowing that child to step forward into loving yourself. So if you missed out on opportunities and feel that certain things in your childhood that were missed, then you're allowed to bring that childishness forward and allow yourself to be that child. So again, it's all going back to that inner love and that self-love, my lovely. And that's what cards have turned over for you today. I know we're a past, present and future reading, but sometimes I'll read different from cards and I can't do a past, present and future, because at the minute this is just showing me that it's that self-love that you need in, my lovely. So I'm going to leave it with you there. And if you need to talk, I'm always here on other end of messenger, my lovely. What have we got next?
Alison, 14, past, present and future. But I don't know if Alison's on.
Alison, are you still here with us, my lovely?
Because you met Liz, so I have no idea.
Alison, are you still with us? I can't remember if Alison. Yes, Paranormal. Okay, just got back from shopping. How's you doing, Simon? Alison's here. Can I have what number
14,
again?
past, present and future.
So you stood with your hands on your hips. You're a very strong character, Alison. You're stood there. You know who you are, what you are, and where you're going. That's the character that you was, or somebody around you was definitely that strong female, hands on hips kind of person. But I'm going to say that whether this lady is somebody you knew, this is the lady that you are, if you know what I mean. Again, I'm going to say that there's some kind of spirituality with you, because you've got the star at the side of you. I am going to say, be aware you've got one character behind you that's hiding, lurking in the background, and may not be a nice person, and maybe up to some tricks, let's say. Now, this person is in your past, so I'm not sure whether you know this person was or is, but there was definitely like not a good side to him, if you know what I mean. But then there's also a rabbit here. But to me, again, I'm going to say this is more of a spiritual journey coming from you from the past. I do think, though, there's somebody, and I don't know if it's you, but there is somebody that suffers with the chest area, because all the chest is like covered. So I'm not sure whether this was you or somebody that was around you, but there's definitely a chest problem. And again, I'm not going to say that it were fatal, because I can't say things like that from cards, but I do know that there was somebody around you that did have that chest problem if it wasn't you. But apart from that, like I said, I think you just got on with life. You just did what you needed to do. Your hands are covered, so I'm not sure whether there were a pro issue either with your hand, with the chest and hand area at a young age. There's definitely chest and hands, because your hands aren't showing. But as your hands are placed on your hips, it's like nothing beats me. You're quite a strong person, definitely. But you've got your wings as well. So again, that shows to me that you did have that strongness about you, and you've definitely got the dreams coming from your head. You've also got somebody tiny, like a baby sort of thing. I've never seen that before. Like a baby coming in at the bottom there. So I'm not sure whether there's a child in spirit from the past. Because it's first time I've seen that in this card. I've never seen that little baby before. So I'm not sure with you whether there's somebody past young around you, or family kind of thing, because I can see a baby spirit there. Wow, that's the first time I've seen that. Where you are now is, at the minute, you've accomplished what you want to accomplish, but there's still more to do. Your life is very balanced at the minute, and you're managing to balance it slowly. This person here from the past there, I'm not sure whether this is still a person that's still trying to hold you back or cause trouble for you, because they're definitely here. But I do believe that you have got spirits around you that you can communicate. You've got the ability, the spiritualism inside you, because I can see that you have got spirit energies around you also. Just stand your ground, because there's two things swimming in water under your balance. There's two like snaky creatures swimming in water underneath, and I think they're going to try and topple you off this to like make things go uneven, because like I said, everything at the minute is perfect. But I do feel there's two that are going to come in, and they're going to, if you let them, they're going to knock you off that balance. So just be very aware of them two coming in. There's also a celebration, and it's going to be a big celebration because you've got the stars coming out of the cup. So it's an achievement or a celebration that's coming up around you or for you. Your future card, again, something new is going to be coming up to you in the future, and I think you already know it, and I think maybe that's what this celebration is. But at the minute, obviously, everything's on hold. You can't do it, but there's something coming up because your toes are going to be dipped. You like dipping your toes in, and it's just timing for you. I think it's just timing for this new, whatever this achievement or celebration is. It's just the timing you've got to get in place for you to take on the next step into the new journey down the water kind of thing. You've got calm waters round you, which I think is perfect. And I think these two, they'll stop because they know you're aware of them. I think they can't do anything. But definitely coming up in future, focus, because here it's showing you dipping your toe in, and I really think that it's a good opportunity coming up for you because you've got the sun in the card, you've got the bird for the move, or a new partnership coming in there, and like I said, I think at the minute you'll know what this new opportunity is that's coming up, and just go for it, my lovely, when it comes up, because it's still going to keep you balanced. You're not going to be unbalanced. You're only unbalanced because you've not made your mind up fully on what you want to do with this situation. So that's what I'm getting for you, my lovely lady. Next, Elaine.
Yeah, Elaine Finnegan, past, present, and future in 11.
Past, present, future in 11. All right, want to use my witchy cards. So, my lovely, you've got two of summer. So, again, this one's more a relationship card. So, I'm going to say you had good relationships with people. I feel that people and friendships were a big part of your life when you were younger. But I do feel that you, looking at this one, you're actually saying goodbye to somebody instead of moving closer to him. There's actually quite a distance. There's like a gap between you both. And it's as though you're trying to pull your arm away and like walk away, but this person keeps pulling you back. So I believe that some friendships or a relationship you actually walked away from. I mean, it actually looks, I don't know if you can see it, but it looks like a devil's own coming off this person's head. So I believe that this person's characteristics either showed themselves for the true colours who they were, or your personality just did it and you just knew that you needed to get away. That's what I'm picking up from this card. And I think you needed to get away from this certain energy because it's a complete different energy to yours. You've only got one wing up, so, and he's got two. So did he go? Did he leave you? I don't know. But there's, like I said, there's definitely some sort of split between a relationship. You can see that. I'm not sure whether this person was quite controlling over you in your past, actually. Because instead of holding your hand, he's like gripping your hand with this. And again, it's as though he's stopping you, or they're stopping you from completing your journey. Because like I say, you are trying to get away rather than stay there. There is a good path though that you're walking into, so when you do get away from this situation, the path actually is really good because the roses are already laid for you. So to me, when you got away from this situation, it was like a brand new beginning for you, where there was a lot of love and a lot of good things waiting, because the love's down here, but I don't feel that here. Your next card, you've got the Empress card. So to me, when you walked away, when I said them roses were leading on to a new relationship or a new beginning, this is where you are now. So by walking away, you actually made the right choices from your past, because you're absolutely glowing. At first I thought that were a baby in a crib when I looked at it, so I am going to stick with babies, but I think to me it looked like two. So I'm not sure whether twins is a big thing or these two people, like two peas in a pod kind of thing, kind of relationship with somebody, because you've definitely got that coming in. What else can I see? There's also somebody lurking in the back. But I feel these are quite protective, because these are like protective over the two peas in a pod kind of thing. And this one's like watching over you. So I do believe you've got really good people around you now that have got your back for everything. And you're just enjoying the life that you've created, and you'll never look back at the past. I think you just keep moving forward, and it's like that them shields coming off your head there, they're just like, no, the past's in the past, and I'm just not even gonna go or even think that, because you really let your past go. Your future card, wow, never had this card out. You've got the Four of Springs, which to me shows celebration. So I am not sure whether, I mean, I don't know if you or your partner are married, or whether there's an engagement coming up, or even an anniversary, but this is definitely something significant. Now, these are dressed as though it's a wedding. So I'm not sure whether, like I said, it's either an anniversary around you or it's a wedding. But it's going to be, it's like a big one. It's like when we hit if it's a birthday, if it's an anniversary, it's like, no, when you do like your 25 years or your 40 years or your whatever it goes to, or the wedding is going to be one of the biggest celebrations that you've planned to go to this year. That's what I feel on this card that it's going to be. But again, it's like all your dreams have come true. That's what I feel for you. I feel it's like you did struggle from past, but it's like everything has just worked out, and you get that happy ending that most of us just like want to dream of. That happy ending's there for you. And whoever this person is, you've got such a strong bond with that person. It's like your bodies have entwined into one, do you know? So it really is. When people say it's my other half, this person to me, for you, feels like they're like part of you. They are your other half, you know? So that's what I'm getting for you, my lovely. So I hope that's okay for you. Oh, we've got next. Jean, my lovely lady. Can I have a number? I've got future down. I just need a number from you, Jean. It will be freaky if that happens.
Screen were flickering for Baz, so he said he thought aliens were going to turn up.
Oh my God.
I
don't know if Jean were on Facebook, so I'll have to give Jean a minute. I've already got two waiting, my lovely, if Jean's not on. Lindsay, you're going to be wiped out. Do you know, actually, it's like I go into a different thing. Once I've finished, I go all hyper. Oh, bless, thank you, Elaine, my lovely. I can't understand where my brain works, Rachel. I don't know how I do it, because I don't keep calm enough to do this. Crystal, you might have to come on next time, my lovely. Jean, are you not here? I think it will Lucy next. If Jean's not here, is Lucy still in chat? I think they've all left us. I think it's my nail varnish that scared everybody off. I promise I'm going to take it off and redo. No, I don't think they're in.
Judy.
Judy, are you still in, my lovely? Rachel's still on. Have I done Rachel's?
Yeah.
Yeah, I've read for Rachel. That's good. You're still. I've not scared you off, Rachel. If only I could get to you, I'd do them. Oh, bless. Where are you, Rachel? Obviously, I mean, we're in Sheffield, or you're close by. Because if you're not too far when this is all over, if you do nails, Rachel, I would be happy to come to you. Annie Lane's still on. I know. Hey, dear, it's a good job you love me. Wirral. Is that Fort Merseyside? Oh, it is a bit far, but you never know, Rachel. We might be down your neck of woods. So I can always make arrangements and pop down. Even if it's just to sort the nails out. No. Right, I think
Jean's still on.
Pardon?
Jean's still here.
Is Jean still here?
Yeah.
What number?
In the future, I don't know what.
Jean's still on.
Where Jean McCabe, weren't it?
Yes, I think so. Oh, Rachel, thank you, my lovely. But I would give you something anyway, because I know what it is when it's cost and everything. But thank you so much. Much love to you, my love. Jean, if you can give me a number, my lovely, you're my last reading. Tapping the fingers. If I tap them like that, you can't see my nails. You can do me if you want. 5 and full. Dear Mr. GS Paranormal is live tonight. Number 5 for Jean. Simon is going live tonight about 7 o'clock, isn't it, Simon? Rachel, bless you. I don't mind giving readings for free though, because it's just my gift back to everybody, and I just love doing it. Jean says 5, and it's future. So Simon, did you say 7 o'clock? You was going live tonight, my lovely. Yeah, Madison, you can ask a question, my lovely. Oh, you doing your own nails now? I'm jealous. This were future, weren't it?
Yeah.
Yep. So, my lovely Jean, at the minute, I feel like you've got the weight of the world on your shoulders. Your arms are full, your back's full, and it's like, oh my goodness, it's like you're bent over with the actual weight that you're carrying. I'm not sure actually whether this is the weight of the world. I think the weight of the world is in the stones you're carrying forward. I'm not sure, my lovely, if you actually suffer with your back as well, because that's a lot. All that weight, if you were carrying that, I think you'd be like, it'd push you down and we'd only have your head popping out at the floor. But I do think that there is things that you are worried about. And I'm not just talking with this coronavirus or anything like that. I'm just saying the bigger thing in general. It's like there's like 3 big weights in your arm, but I'm not sure whether that's regarding health problems around yourself. But there's a road that's coming up at the side of you, and to me, this road is like not a new start, but a new start for you. It's like a new you could come. You've just got to let go of this and embrace the changes that you've got coming round you due to health, because the road can be a lot smoother once you've like let go. And again, don't take other people's problems on. See, the thing is, we always listen to people's problems, but at the end of the day, if we take them onto ourselves, we make ourselves badly. So what you do is you listen, but you give them back. And I know that sounds awful, and I don't mean it to sound awful, because you're always going to be there for them. But the problems are theirs. Don't take that worry on your shoulders, because by you worrying, all you're going to do is upset that balance in you. It's like you have to keep it at arm's length. Otherwise, you have your own worries and everybody else's worries coming on top. But I do feel that there is quite a lot of worry around you at the minute. A lot of uncertainty as well, because you've got these clouds coming in behind you. But you have got the field of like flowers on the other side. So for me, it's like taking that step across. So it's like letting go of some of this. But I'm not sure whether there's any health issues, my lovely. Now I'm going to change it slightly. I'm still going to say that there's back issues just because of where your hand is placed. But I do think you are carrying a lot of other people's problems, not your own. And the only reason I said this is because here you're holding this out in like your hand, and it's like you're going to learn to keep their problems at an arm's length and just focus on yourself. So you are going to get to this point where you're actually going to like remember that these are their issues, not yours. So their issues shouldn't be causing problems or making you feel ladled with it, if you know what I mean. So I do believe you're going to get to that, but I still believe that there is still a back problem there with you. You've got like a horse waiting for you. So I think that there's like a change coming up. Now, whether you decide to take that change or not is another thing, because I think the change that's coming up is going to mean something completely different to what you would normally do or want to do. Because at the minute, this horse looks like it's on hold. So it's like, you're like looking at it as if to say, look, just give me 5 minutes and I'm coming. Just give me 5 minutes and I'm coming, kind of thing. But it's definitely, I don't know what it is. I don't know whether it's something, but you're smiling in this, where you're not there. In this one, you're actually smiling. And it's like, I think you're ready to let it go. You've also got a bubble of light around you. Which means a lot of protection and a lot of healings coming in around you as well from spirit side, I would say, because it's like the light's coming from the top, and it's like you're in a big bubble. But this is a good opportunity that's coming up, but it's whether you're going to take that opportunity or not. Now, by the future card, I'm going to say that I'm not sure whether you took that opportunity or whether you made a wrong choice, because it's like you've gone back to taking on everybody's problems. It's like you managed to stop it and control it so it didn't affect your life. But then in the future, it's got like, you've got steam coming out, you've got flames coming out your head. So for me, you need to make whatever change you need to stop this from happening, because remember, future can be changed. And I don't want you going back to this person. I want you to be this person. So don't let others keep your, like I say, you've got a mask on here. So don't let others keep that mask on. Or remove that mask because you're happy here. But you are going to, in future, if you don't make that change and that decision here, this is going to be something that's going to be carried on by you. If you know what I mean. You've got the opportunity to make that changes, so it's not on you, but it's you being strong enough to do it. And I know some of us are, some of us aren't. But you're strong enough to change that future, my lovely. You're strong enough to not let it get back on top of you. But yeah, just be careful, my lovely lady. Okay, so that's what I'm getting for you, sweetie.
That's it then. That's what we're saying. Would it be right in saying that you can't predict love?
No, well,
I'd say love does come up on cards.
Love does come up on cards, Baz, but to predict love is a hard thing to do, because I can say that somebody's going to come into your life, whether it's going to be a love or whether it's, and that's only if it shows on cards. I think it's just it's you can do relationship readings, which are different to love readings. But a relationship reading won't tell you whether your partner's cheating on you. It won't tell you whether you're gonna.
It's direct questions you can't answer. Can it?
Yeah,
Like, does
you
somebody
can do
love me?
like an
Does-
overall reading,
general.
in a general gist. But I don't think cards would tell you that. Or I'm not good. I've not reached that point yet where I can get that from cards. That's because I don't know whether there is card readers out there. Oh, you're welcome, Jean, my lovely. I'm not sure whether there is card readers out there that can go that in depth with cards. I'm hopefully going to be getting some more training on cards, so I can read the cards a little bit better or differently, or still the same, but learn how to read more in depth into the cards. I'm hoping, because I would like to do more in depth card readings than what I do. But yeah, hiya Sherry, my lovely lady. I saw a comment about John and saying what a lovely man he is, and I can't see comment because it's shot up my screen. But John Sixth Sense is a lovely man, and I'm so glad and privileged that we had a chance to talk to him when we did on live, because it's the first time we've ever spoke to John. Really, I mean, you see people on screen, but then when you actually talk to him, they're so different to what you see him on screens. So yeah, absolutely. A lot of respect for John and what he does, and Joe and the team, because again, they all work as one, and I look forward to catching up with them all again. I don't think people should tell you some things in love. Some can cause a lot of problems, like stay, leave, try. Exactly. That's got to be a decision. I mean, if you're not happy with your partners, don't go to a card reader to tell you that you're not happy or to make an excuse for you to leave. You've just got to do that on your own bat and just leave because you're not happy, not because the cards have told you that you're not happy. That's not how cards go. I don't, or not how card readers should go. But yeah. But thank you for joining, my lovely lot. And we're not live tonight.
No,
We're
it's
live
Paranormal.
watching. We're going to be watching Simon at 7, and then we're watching John and Neil at 9. I'm going to have John on my telly because I think John streams to Facebook and YouTube. I'm not sure, but I will have John on my telly and I will have Neil on my iPad so I can see both, because I'm interested in what they're both doing. Because I think both are going to be very interesting nights. So yeah, so everybody take care. Thank you for allowing me to read. I hope you all could take something away from your readings, and we shall see you next time. I know I'm gonna go and join Tom Gully now and see what he's up to. See you there tonight, Rachel, and take care, everybody. Thank you so much for joining. Love you all. Bye.